Our mission is to help veterans as they transition from the military to civilian life.
Well, we consider ourselves as the Veteran Center, but more than anything, it's the camaraderie.
We serve thousands of veterans a year, most of which who are disabled and looking for help.
That's our whole purpose in being, is helping veterans, because they don't have any place else to go.
We're here to help.
Oklahoma has over 300,000 veterans, and about a third of them are disabled. Whether it's us or American Legion, we all have this mission of being able to serve more veterans.
I had severe hearing loss caused by when we did basic training, so that's really where my benefits came from. They helped me a lot, and I wanted to give back.
The world inside the military is so different than the world outside of the military, and we want this to be someplace where they can find those tools to help them be successful.
Veterans are struggling out there on the streets, homeless, because they don't even understand the benefits that they can get. That's why we're here, is to help those veterans get their life back together.
We reached out to our community, and they prioritized that we use the coronavirus relief funds for our community veterans organizations and our vets.
So it was a real blessing to hear that the county commissioners was doing this for the different organizations here that are helping people in the county. So I think it's going to be a real big impact.
We know that COVID was extremely hard on our veterans, and we're honored to support them in this way.
I served in the U.S. Air Force in 1965. I went to Vietnam, returned from Vietnam. I've been a member of this post for 30 years. Kind of therapy or an outlet for me, if you want to call it that, you know.
The ARPA funds, it talks about creating an equitable recovery from the pandemic.
COVID hit everybody hard, but COVID especially hit the veterans hard. But one thing that we do know is that our veteran centers and veterans organizations, they were open every single day.
Even though the world shut down, veterans still needed help.
The roof is getting pretty old. That's our first project. We've had several leaks.
One of the things that we are planning to do is we're putting in a accessible computer lab.
We had a veteran come in one time 3 or 4 days in a row. He spent most all day on the computer building a resume and getting things together so he could get a job. This gives us a chance to step up to be able to help even more veterans than we have before.
On the average, we will help about 400 veterans from Cleveland County each year, and the financial impact of them will probably be about $960,000 of monies that we're able to help them receive through their VA benefits per year. So it's quite an impact, you know, for a $6,000 grant to get $1 million return. You don't find that very often.
By investing in nonprofits who support our veterans, we can ensure their teams can continue serving the people of Cleveland County for years to come.
It hasn't been until the last few years that I've been somewhat proud of my service. And as a result, being in the VFW, it gives me a chance to give back.
Feels great. I love it. You know, I'm glad I'm able to give back somewhat.
All I can say is thank you. I mean, it means so much to us. It's going to change things for us. And this grant is going to give us the ability to help the veterans even more than we have before. And I just can't say thanks enough for what y'all are doing.
It's huge. It's a great honor to be recognized for the work that we do.
We've taken care of yesterday's soldiers, we're taking care of today's soldiers, and we want to be ready for tomorrow's soldiers too.